viewpoints and beliefs presented on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the management, the affiliates and broadcast partners, or the sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Scarefest Radio, the radio you can see.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Scarefest Television. I was busy. We were getting our story straight on Robert Englund line building tonight, which is what tonight's show is all about. We're going to do Robert Englund line building. We're going to tell you about the Nightcap on Elm Street event, and then we're going to do some FAQ with you in the chat room. We're monitoring all the chat rooms tonight. Adrian and Adam have joined me. Adrian and Adam. Of course, Adrian is the operations goddess, and Adam is the executive logistics director. And I gotta come up with a cool title. Yeah. I'm thinking something with deity in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're human resources / media director.
Yeah, and motivation. I am the official motivational speaker of Scarefest Weekend. That is my job title. So anyway, everybody, tonight's show is going to be about the most common question this year is, how do I get Robert Englund's autograph? And Adrian, her job is to give you hope. Adam's here because he's one that actually has to worry about whether or not you're behaving or not. And I'm here to tell you, no, you got no chance. I'm the wet blanket of the bunch is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to preface this conversation with what I actually mentioned last week. Normally when we have a celebrity guest, our goal, and any event at Scarefest, our goal is to make as many people happy as we possibly can. With Robert Englund, our goal is to make as few people angry as we possibly can. Yeah. And it all boils down to, and Adrian will go into more detail, but it all boils down to the guy signs very slow. He spends a lot of time with every fan that comes up, and that cuts down on the number of people that he will fit in a day's time. Now, I want to point something out, and I've said this at cons, I haven't got fired for it yet. If Robert's contract says that he's leaving the floor at 7 o'clock, that door ain't in his ass at 7:01. I think it's a fairly accurate way to put it.
Best way I heard it.
Well,
yeah.
So I'm on your side, fans. But so we've come up with a plan the fairest way we know to get a bunch of autographs, and then after she explains that, we're going to tell you how to work the system outside of Scarefest and have the best experience you can. Adrian, take it away.
Oh, okay. So we're going to just jump right into the Robert Englund stuff, right?
Into the meat grinder.
Preface it. Okay. This would have been easier if we had more time, because then we could have told everybody how to get in the building, and then it would have made more sense.
That's okay. That's all right. You really don't. Absolutely. Next week, we're going to talk about line building for regular, admissions into the building. But that's not actually necessary in this conversation because, it's not complicated. The first thing I want to say about the Robert Englund line building is I know a lot of people have been using the previous system as a guide. And while that is good, it was 3 years ago and things have changed in 3 years. So I want to remind everybody that nothing that we did 3 years ago overrides what we're doing this year. So what we put out this year, that is the law of the land. Just because we did it in 2022 doesn't necessarily mean we're doing it in 2025. So that being said, there are some similarities to the way that we are going to do Robert's line building this year, but it is not identical. There are a lot of things, again, that have changed. One of those things being we did not have a weekend plus pass tier in 2022. We only had the golden, VIP, and platinums. The other thing is Robert has slowed down more since 2022. So there are going to be fewer opportunities, but the way that we're structuring his schedule, it will absolutely maximize the amount of time he is available to sign for the weekend. So that being said, we're just going to jump into how this is going to work. We're going to start at the top tiers and we're going to work our way down. So right now, what I'm going to talk about is the VIP sign up for Robert Englund's line. This is only applicable to golden and platinum VIP ticket holders. If you're not one of those, just plug your ears. This doesn't apply to you.
Tune it out.
Yes. So golden, VIP, and platinum are going to be in their lineup spot before the con opens, which we will talk about where that is next week, go into great detail about that. Very close to where they are lining up, we're going to have a table set up. And the signups for golden and platinum are going to be at 12 o'clock. We are going to take signups for all 3 days of the event on Friday at 12 o'clock. You can sign up for a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday.
Or, keyword or.
Only one. VIPs, this is the same as 2022. VIPs, you only get one slot. So, people can't fuss and say, well, VIPs take up the spots every single day. They get a dedicated time block for them, and they will sign up for those on Friday. There will not be signups on Saturday or Sunday for VIPs. You will pick your spot early at the beginning of the weekend. And that being said, for every single person that is attending this event, just because you get a sign-up spot does not mean that you're guaranteed an autograph. I have to say that. Even for VIPs, even though you all go at the start of the day, if for any reason you don't get an autograph, I just have to say this is not a guarantee. We don't take money. We just give this to you as a placeholder for your spot in line so you can enjoy the rest of the show. That being said, the weekend plus pass, they will be lining up very closely to where the golden VIP and the platinum are lining up. They will also have a sign up. They're going to get fewer slots than the VIPs, but there will be some available to those folks. Once those spots are gone on Friday, if you are a VIP or you are a weekend plus pass holder and you didn't get one of those spots, you are welcome to come early on Saturday or Sunday and join the general admission line. You'll know why here in a second. You can join the general admission line for the convention and you can attempt to get a spot that way. I think that with the number of spots that we have, most, if not every VIP and platinum person that wants a slot will get one, I think. Last time we did this, we only needed about 2/3 of our slots. So I'm expecting it will probably be pretty similar this time. Weekend plus pass, those are going to be a smaller number. Because of that, there is a chance that if you're a weekend plus pass, you're not going to get one of those weekend plus spots. But again, you will have another opportunity. If you want to try early with the general admission, you're welcome to do that. And then we will have a small number of passes every day that we will distribute to general admission ticket holders. Those passes will be taken to the general admission line. You don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah,
you just
make
line
that very
up.
clear. General admission people, there is no kiosk.
There's no
Whoever's
kiosk.
first in line,
Yep.
first in line, that's who's getting the placeholders.
Exactly.
It's important distinction to note, and I want people to understand this. This is a first come, first serve situation for a general admission. Now, we have people that line up at 4 o'clock in the morning. They're there. So
Yep.
it is a first come, first serve. So if you get there at 8 o'clock and expect to get a spot, you might be out of luck.
Yes. And yeah, that is a really good distinction to make. So for general admission ticket holders, all you have to do is line up as early as you're willing to line up. That's all you have to do. We are going to go to the general admission line. We will start at the very front of that line, and we will start handing out the tickets through the line until we are out of them. That's what we kind of did that with Matthew Lillard last year. It worked out really well. And that's what we're going to do for Robert this year. Now, for those of you who are watching this specifically because you are coming to get a Robert Englund autograph, I know there are some new folks among you. We're going to say a couple things about that. We're going to say this a lot. Robert Englund offers a send-in service. If you have a piece that you would like to get autographed, if the only reason that you are making this trip is to get a piece autographed, you absolutely can utilize his send-in service. Some people have bulky items. You know, there are things they don't trust to put in the mail. I understand that. I'm not telling you to mail a card or anything like that. But if you have an item that you can get signed on his website, do that. Don't do the running of the bulls for this autograph. If you aren't super partial about an autograph, but you want to meet Robert, do a photo op. He's very interactive, even in his photo ops. Now, you can't stand there and ask him a bunch of questions, but you do get a chance to meet him. You get a memento that you get to take with you, and then you can take that photo op and you can mail that in and have him sign it. You get a printed out photo op right there at the show.
And that's what I've been telling people to do all year.
It's a great thing.
Just to pause, Adrian, because some people, okay, I'm going to go back to last year with the whole line building thing. Actually, it wasn't even the celebrity part. But when we announced Robert Englund, you all need to sell fewer tickets. Now, I'm going to do the math for you. Based on how Robert Englund signs, couple 300 autographs over the weekend, we cannot rent the building for 200 to 300 tickets. Okay? That sounds like I'm being a smart ass, but that is exactly what that guy was asking for. Now, beyond that, we're going to have 30 to 40,000 people, depending on how things go. We're trying to be as fair as we can with it, but just it absolutely does not work out on paper. If only half of our people our guests, our patrons would like his autograph, it can't happen. Now with a Matthew Lillard, it can damn near happen because he'll stay there till Monday autographing stuff. Robert won't do that.
Yeah, he cannot. Yeah, he can't. And I mean, you know, in a nutshell, that's basically it. And I saw a comment about people that don't watch How This Is Going to Work are going to be in a ton of trouble. No, everybody should watch if they're trying to get information on this. I absolutely agree with that. But we are going to send out an email to all the VIP and Weekend Plus holders and let them know how this is going to work, to give them an opportunity to line up early if they want to. But beyond that, people just need to line up. They need to get in line. It cannot get easier than that. You just stand in line. We will come to
on
you.
your general admission, people wanting Robert's autograph are going to get there early anyway. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason I can think of to get up at 1 a.m. and stand in a line, because we're not giving away like free money. So yeah.
It's happened the last time he was here. It's a real thing. And there's people that follow him just to get that autograph.
Now, I want to point out, they also, and that's in relation to that question, last year, some people we actually had a kiosk for general admission. People would run in to get in his line and didn't realize they had to stop and get that pass because there's a lot of grief. That's why we're coming to you. This was Adrian's idea. It's a great idea. So if you're in line to get in the con, we're coming to the front of that line, however many passes that are left for that day.
The question for in here right now is the Weekend Plus when they get in line on Friday. What time And I can't remember what time are we opening the building to let people line up? Is it 12?
Yeah.
12
on Friday. So, okay, Caleb, to answer your question, the doors open at 12 for people to come inside. The VIP will do their VIP check-in and everything, and then we may adjust the time to 12:30 so that people aren't tripping over themselves trying to get their credentials and come up to the table. But when we talk about next week, like line building, where the Goldens are going to go, Weekend Plus, where you guys are going to be standing, it's going to be very obvious. You will have to walk past the table to get to your lineup spot to go in the con. You have to walk past it. There's no other way to go. That's the only way. So you're not going to be able to miss it. There will be the table. You will walk in. You will sign up. You will get in line. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
And as always,
this is the part where
separate door. There's a separate door for VIPs and readmission, early check-in.
Yeah,
so you won't have to deal with that big line.
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll
and
talk about that next week.
This is the part why I'm here. There will not be pushing and shoving to get to that table. You will have an opportunity. It is always going to be a first come, first serve. All right? There's no need to run over people. There's no need to push people out of the way. You will get there. If you're general admission, you don't even have to go to that table. You just have to go get in line.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yeah.
Do not try to run over your fellow congoers just trying to get in this line. It's going to be organized. We will have security there to station the line. Everything will be fine. Don't try to hurt people trying to get the best spot.
Well, and you're not going to be able to do that anyway, because when the doors open and you come, like, there will be early check-in on Wednesday and there will be early check-in on Thursday, and you will have a chance to VIP and Weekend Plus have their own entrance. They have their own check-in kiosk. They have their own staging. So you won't have to go through any of the general admission stuff. You have a fast lane in the building, you have a fast lane to your sign up and then right to where you need to go. And if you want to sign up for your ticket and then you're right there to wait in line, you can do that. That's, you're going to be waiting a little bit, but there are bathrooms right there. We're probably going to have I think there's going to be a coffee truck outside. Some of the food concepts might be open. So if you bring a line buddy, you'll be riding high on the hog by that point. Like, you'll be good. So all of this kind of comes down to when you can line up to come into the building.
Let's do room org, and then if we got any questions, we'll try to only Robert Englund type questions. That's all we're dealing with right now. We come back. She also wants to tell you about the Nightcap on Elm Street. We'll be right back.
Are you a fan of horror movies, books, comics, music, and collectibles? Room Org magazine is for you. Subscribe today to receive 6 or 12 print issues annually and join me, executive editor Andrea Subisati, on an ongoing journey through the horror genre of the past, present, and future. Plus, get access to unmissable special editions such as A Century of Witches, 50 Years of Gore Cinema, British horror movies, and so much more. Room Org, the world's premier horror and culture and entertainment magazine since 1997. Accept no substitute.
Okay, anything else we want to cover on the actual Robert Englund autograph line bill?
No.
All right. Tell everyone now about Nightcap on Elm Street.
Well, we did kind of talk about this a little last night, and I'm gonna have to multitask for a few minutes while I'm getting all the posts and everything loaded. But essentially, Nightcap on Elm Street was born because of the fact that Robert has such a limited ability to get his autograph. We've been talking about this with his team since the beginning of the year, trying to think of ways where we can create moments for people who want to connect with Robert, and autographs, photo ops, but maybe we could stretch it out, just get a little bit more out of the weekend, and that's where Nightcap on Elm Street comes in. So we had this amazing opportunity to pair up with Entertainment Inc. And some people that follow Robert will know a few years ago, Entertainment Inc. did these super cool action figures of Robert. They were limited. I think they took like 25 of them to each show they did. And once they were sold out, they were sold out. And those figures are like, I saw one online the other day for like $800, $850. They're awesome, cool collector pieces. And they are making us our own exclusive run of these. They will only be produced for us for this event. If there are any that aren't sold at this event, then Scarefest will have them. So we'll see. We may, if we end up with an extra one, then maybe we'll do like a giveaway or something cool next year. But these figures are really like, I think, the highlight of the event. The card art that was done for them was done by Stephen Loros Holiday, phenomenal artist. The sculpt on the figureheads for them was done by Scott Finster of Face Off, season 9 of Face Off, and they're just super cool. They're a beautiful piece. Any collector would be happy to have one. There are 3 tiers available for these tickets. There is a tier that is an art print of the card art done for the figure by Stephen. It's signed by Robert. Those are going to be exclusive and numbered for the event. And then tier 2, the master tier, that is the one that includes the signed Robert figure. And then there's a Total Nightmare package, which comes with the figure and the print, both signed. And every tier receives a limited 11x17 artwork that Joel Robinson, our lovely Joel, is designing specifically for this event. And those will be numbered as well. So the only way you'll be able to get that is by being a ticket holder at the event. We are going to have some light refreshments. There will be a cash bar. Joe Lewis is going to moderate the event for us. So you never know what kind of shenanigans we're going to get into with him. And another super cool thing that we're going to do is we got a series of handcrafted Freddy gloves made by Mark Phillips of Nightmares Unlimited, and we're going to be having those signed by Robert, and then we're going to give one away at the event. And the glove autograph, it's like almost $600 value for this item. And we're just going to pick an attendee at random during the event. It's, so anybody, you don't have to have a special ticket tier or anything. Everybody will be eligible for that. And, it gives us a little bit more time and kind of a relaxed, not con hectic setting that very few people get to experience with Robert. So that's the lowdown. And if you all want me to post the tickets, I have to focus for just a minute. So you all have to talk about something else first.
Well, we can, we've getting some good questions in the chat room. And I think I know the answer to most of them.
I've been making some notes over here.
Okay. General admission. Yes, literally first person in line, however many passes we can hand out. There's no magic formula to it. It's just first come, first serve.
It's first come, first serve.
We will be open Wednesday and Thursday for you to pick up your credentials, your tickets. And so, yes, when the doors open on Friday, you may make a beeline if you're VIP Weekend Plus. You can make a beeline once we open the doors for that table if you've already got your VIP credentials. Now, like Adrian said, we may open that table a little late, so you may have to stand in line for it, because we don't want to create a big kerfuffle between the VIP check-in and that. General admission, same story. You can get your general admission credentials, but it really won't gain you anything, because, well, you get to go through the readmission line, you get to head on down. So I guess it could gain you something. Yeah. Somebody asked if they could leave after they got the Robert Englund. Yes, absolutely. You're not held hostage. You may leave and come at your leisure. And then when it's time for him to start, head back to his area. Now, this was an interesting one here. I'm trying to understand what what you mean. Robert in the chat room, I have to rephrase it. Hey, AD question. What group will general admission tickets for Robert start at?
I kind of know what he means by that. We don't have specific groups for those tickets. Like last year, we had groups for Matthew and stuff.
There will be groups, but
basically,
we don't.
It's 3 groups this time, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to have subsections of the group, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to mean like more or less tickets depending on what we call the groups. If that helps.
Okay, Jarrett, good question. Can VIPs pick up tickets early Friday? No, pretty much the building's closed till noon, right? The doors are locked. No, on Friday now.
Yes, I'm sorry. Friday, yes.
Yeah. We need a certain amount of setup time in the building, and yes, no. The doors officially will open to get you in the building, not on the convention floor, but in the building at noon. Robert, we used to use the ABC groups. There will be a subsection that she has to figure out, but it's not going to be exactly the same, so we don't want to.
Yeah. It doesn't, at this point, it doesn't matter what the groups are called.
Okay, good question here. And this one, I don't guess we actually know the answer. Is Robert going to sign Joel's banner that he raffles off? We're going to try, but we can't make anybody sign that banner. That's the answer.
We'll definitely ask, though.
Joseph, the answer to that question is no.
What's the question?
He asked if we could do a line on the exterior prior to open on Friday just for tickets. The answer, or for Robert Englund's tickets specifically, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to have an orderly section quarantined off on Friday before we open the ticket table so that you'll have enough room to go and line in. Everything will be fine inside.
Yeah, it'll make more sense when we do the entire episode devoted to how we're building the line in the building this year. But yeah, if you get there at 2 a.m., you're standing outside. That's the short answer. What
about a porta potty outside?
Okay, I actually had that wrote down. No. Until the doors open, you're going behind your car, dude. We're just like every rock concert in America. You can find a restaurant maybe that's open, but until the doors open, sorry, no porta pots. But now, let's see here.
The Hyatt and Lex Live are really close within walking distance.
Mm-hmm.
I had another good one here.
Somebody keeps asking when the parking lots are going to be open on Friday.
They're 24 hours now.
Yes.
It's all computerized. Yeah. You can park there on Monday if you want to. And I mean this Monday. And just,
somebody asked, this is not a Robert question, but it stands to reason. David Johnson asked, Adrian never answered my marriage proposal last week.
Trust me, homie.
You don't want that smoke.
I was going to say, you don't want no smoke.
Okay, Jimmy, you asked how much is parking this year? We honest to God do not know. It'll be between $20 and $30 a day. We are an event. They go up for event parking. So, but we are at their mercy and they do not give us a heads up.
Okay, somebody just tagged me here. Need a key for the Hyatt building or the Hyatt bathrooms? No, not during normal operation hours. You do not.
Nope.
Only after hours when the bar is technically closed do you need a key.
Okay, now, here's a prediction. I'm going to read it the way and tell them that we actually have a plan for that. Well, I see a bottleneck coming to get your VIP Weekend Plus Pass at noon and having to be in at the table to sign up for 12. We address that. We're probably not going to open. There'll probably be a separate line just for VIPs and Weekend Plus, just for Robert's table, because we realize that is going to probably create a bottleneck. But we can only open the doors so early. That's just, we're already opening them way, way earlier than any other convention that I know of in the United States of America. Much earlier than we've ever opened.
Yeah, and a lot of that is just to facilitate the line building and things that we have planned this year to make it easier for you guys. That's what this whole thing is about, to try to make your con experience the best we can.
Can we bring camping style chairs? Absolutely. I guess there's no login. Well, there might be a login setting for the tent now in Lexington. There could be because, but yeah, you can bring chairs. I'm not saying you, but now that's the thing. Then you got packing bitches around. Keep that in mind. I'm not saying it's a good idea or a bad idea, but I'm saying we will not prevent that. Do we line up in the same spot at the right door? Okay, the answer is kind of tricky on that. Yes, before the doors open. We cannot magically create new space. But so before the doors open, now once the doors open, at noon on Friday, 7 on Saturday?
6:30.
6:30.
No, 7. No, you're right. I got to be there at 6:30 to have you all in the door at 7.
Right. We're going to get you in the building. But, that there are certain limits to what we can do.
Guys, there are guest announcements. We're not going to do them on live tonight because we have a lot of stuff to talk about. My anxiety's already through the roof. We'll be posting them at some point in the next 24 hours.
Adrian is going to post you a couple of announcements just to throw you all a bone.
Yeah.
After the show's over.
Yeah. It might be tomorrow or Sunday. Okay. I don't know. I'm ready to have.
Robert's table info still posted. I'm not sure what you mean about that, other than where it's going to be, or this video will exist forever on the internet.
Yeah.
Will the line for Robert be wheelchair accessible? Yes, it will be.
Why are people saying the link's not working?
No, absolutely not.
No.
Where he, are we allowed to give out that information yet, Adrian?
No.
No. But I can tell you where he will be located. He will not be, his line will absolutely, which will not be that long anyway, but absolutely will not interfere with other celebrities.
Why are people saying the link is not working? I can load it fine.
I got people that said they got their Nightcap ticket.
Yeah, about a minute after they went on sale, but there are people commenting that the link is not working. I don't understand.
Refresh the page. Maybe that's it.
There's a couple of people that are saying they got in.
Yeah, I've logged onto it 3 or 4 times. I've tried 3 different browsers.
Welcome to the internet, people.
I'm going to give this man his moment in fame. Matt, you made me cry.
Oh, is Matt in here?
You made me cry.
Yeah, it's working.
And I deeply appreciate it. You were awesome. And I cannot wait to shake your hand.
It's working.
So once the VIPs that want England to get their tickets Friday, are they going to break off? No, because you'll get your tickets at noon. He's still not going to start signing till 3 o'clock anyway.
Yeah, at least.
So you're going to have some space in there of time.
Yeah.
You got to remember, we're trying to make things easier easier and more relaxed, but we can't change the way the con operates as far as when the convention is actually going on. And like I said about Robert, he shows up, does his job, out the door. I mean, and so he's not going to stay there extra on Friday.
Okay, Jarrett, you're going to get your VIP pass first, then you're going to get in the Robert Englund line.
So yes, and like I said, if you can, free check-in is your best bet. First come, first serve, once again. But there will be some space put in there so that you can get in there, get your ticket at noon, and yes, that means there'll be a VIP line to get in the building. We can't magically make the doors disappear.
Correct. And remember, we're going to reiterate this next week. If you already have your pass from Wednesday or Thursday, you do not have to wait in line. You have a separate entry door that you go in. There's no waiting. You just walk through the door.
Let's say readmission and VIP.
I think it's like re-entry, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Re-entry and VIP. Where's Johnny Depp? I have no damned idea. But I know you don't see him at a lot of conventions. Hope that helps.
I don't think he does convention, does he?
Of course not. He doesn't need money. Now, oddly enough, there are reports of him just showing up out of the blue.
Well, I've heard. I mean, last year we had somebody that's coming this year just showed up randomly out of the blue.
Yeah,
Can't wait to meet Chris Jericho, by the way.
I think, are people saying like the link wasn't clickable? Like it wasn't a highlighted link? Like you had to copy it and put it in your search bar? Is that what you mean? Okay.
That's what a couple of them are saying.
Okay. The link's not broken. You just couldn't click on it.
Right.
It wasn't a hyperlink. It was a regular link.
Regular link.
Yes, Nightcap tickets are live.
Yeah, that's somebody asked that. Nightcap we are trying to get you in there to get them, but Nightcap tickets are live.
It's been posted in the group. It's been posted on the main page. It's been posted on the Facebook page. It's been pinned to the top of the fans group.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good question, Chris Harris. Is there going to be a non-Robert Englund VIP line? The VIP line is basically like it always is. If you're just wanting to get in there first and get autographs on the rest of the convention, yes, you have a special line that has nothing to do at all with Robert Englund. Robert Englund
and if you show up next week, you're going to learn all about that.
You'll find out all about that.
It's pinned to the top of the Scarefest Weekend fans group. It's posted on the main page. The link is near the very top. The very, very top. It's like the fifth or sixth line down. It says, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's the fifth line of text down. It says Nightmare fans, this is history at the top. And then it's the fifth line under that. And oh my gosh, why does it keep putting all these little like black question marks in my posts all the time? It drives me nuts.
Angel says when she clicked it, it took her price line. Well, at least it was.
What? What?
Maybe it's telling you need a vacation.
I've clicked on it. I've clicked on it on 3 devices, and
yeah, we need. Well, let's take a little break and go over all the stuff we want to talk about tonight.
Okay.
Announcements. Hey, everybody! Don't forget the costume contest that we have every year. Each year you sign up for. There is a link now on ScarefestWeekend.com. Scroll to the bottom page. There is a link now, but there is a form to fill out. Also, you can find it through the Facebook page. You can find the event. But go to ScarefestWeekend.com, scroll down, find out more about Wicked Beard Cosplay Contest. Okay, we want to hammer away a little bit. We have been talking a lot about Kids Day. This is a family event to begin with, but Kids Day is special for the kids. Free admission for kids ages 12 and under all weekend. But on Sunday, indoor I want to say indoor truck pool because I was using that voice. Indoor trick-or-treating, costume contest, arts and crafts, all kinds of stuff for the kids. Sunday is Kids Day. Don't forget it. I'm going to drop this in there one more time. James Spence Authentication, JSA Authentication, will be on premise for Scarefest. Spirits of the Vineyard Ghost Hunt is still, we're about half sold out on that, about 50%.
More than 50.
It's a little, okay. Yeah. A little over half. So yeah, that one could easily sell out.
Yeah, that one's probably going to sell out before the event, guys.
So think about that. Wraith Chasers, if you're wanting to do that event on Saturday night, Spirits of the Vineyard Paranormal Investigation, that is on sale under the events section at the top of the page. Events and add-ons. No, Friday night one that we just added has not sold as much. You've still got some time to get in on that, but please, it's a smaller hunt. Smaller group we're planning on. So you still, if you want to do that on Friday night, if you want to be with Mr. Aaron Sager's Paranormal Investigation at the Lexington, I should remember that. Science
Living Arts and Science Center.
Living Arts and Science. I knew science was in there somewhere. Living Arts and Science Center. This building is over 100 years old. It's got some history.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Warren Museum.
Oh, yeah, and I'm supposed to mention Warren Museum. The celebrity hunts at the Warren Museum on Friday and Saturday night. Of course, there's been a change. Dave Schrader had to be away, and plus broke his damn leg in the meantime. Probably could have made it. But anyway, he's got to be away with the support stuff. Aaron wanted to do the lesser expensive option to be with the fans. So, Friday night, Shane Pittman is taking over. Shane Pittman basically was Dave's replacement, Shane Pittman, but we've switched him to Friday night, and Saturday night, Mr. Dustin Perry will be leading the celebrity portion of that investigation. So I want to get that out there. Those are still on sale. Talk Jericho Live Champion passes are on sale. That is basically a separate VIP pass for the Talk is Jericho Live event. Talk is Jericho Live is a free event, but the Champion Pass gets you all kinds of good goodies with that. So that is a special in VIP seating, etc. Talk Scary to Me tickets are on sale. Talk Scary to Me, and they're let's see, it's Heather Lane. I can't read the names on it.
Oh, Robert Mukes, Heather Langenkamp, and Jeremy Spencer. It's very small text.
Yeah, I'm very small text on my very small screen. So anyway,
but
that's
very big man.
I was gonna say your screen is a totally decent size, Wes. Don't you talk about it.
It's got a great personality.
Yes.
It's a little itty bitty screen. Was that all of them? Yep. Good. That's what we got tonight for you.
It looks average to me.
It's fine.
It is curved now that you mentioned it. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
This is derailing very fast.
Yeah, somebody needs to ask a question, like a good one.
About how many, I don't even know what that means. Okay. Total Nightmare. Age requirement for the Nightcap. Age requirement for the Nightcap.
All ages. It would be posted if it was age restricted.
It's
all ages, but it says in there, every seat has to have a ticket. There are no free tickets, no age. If you bring a baby carrier in there and you put that baby in a seat, you're paying for that seat.
Well, he's apparently looking at, or Shelby's looking at it for a 15-year-old. Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. The thing is, there's going to be a cash bar there, but it's the same rules as any restaurant or bar or anything. What?
JSA.
Oh, on site?
Will they do just Scarefest stuff, or will they, if you bring something else, will they authenticate it if it comes from someplace
you pay more, I think.
Yeah, it might be a little bit different price, but they do. Yeah, they do that.
Oh.
Do we have any online skips? Does that work for everybody?
Oh, okay. I did see a question about David Arquette specifically.
Yes.
Let me make a blanket statement about line skips. Line skips will be for every celebrity except Robert. Right now, every celebrity you can use a line skip on. There are conditions that exist where you can't use a line skip on a celebrity, and those are case-by-case basis. So let me tell you the times you can't use them, because I had someone get real mad. You cannot wait until the very end of the night and use your line skip at a celebrity table. 9 times out of 10, the line has been counted or capped, and we will not use the line skip to put you in a line to kick someone out of the line. We'll put you in front of somebody if the line is open, but if a line has been capped, or if they have a photo op coming up and the line's been capped, we're not going to let you skip in front of somebody if the line has been capped for any reason. That's not cool. Like, if someone's like, okay, I'm 10 people away, I'm going to get there. Yeah, we don't do that. But if you use them like throughout the day in a normal setting, yes, they're good for everybody except Robert right now.
Okay,
should have no issues with
John
David.
Carter, yes, you missed the Robert Englund line building. After the show is over, you can go back and watch it on YouTube or on Facebook. And we'll probably put snippets of it around different places. But yes, we're not going back through the entire 20-minute presentation. Let's see. Okay, any more questions? We're slowing down on the questions.
You want to go on to Bonehead?
Yeah, let's do Bonehead while you're thinking about it, people. Be right back.
Hey, Scarefest fans, this is Joe Lewis, Bonehead Weekly. Red Letter Media does something called Review, R-E-V-I-E-W. And I was hoping to go see the new Conjuring movie this week, and I didn't get a chance to see it, but that's okay. I want to review something that came out in 1996, and some of you may have seen it, some of you may have not. One of my favorite movies that's just stupid as hell, but I just love it, even though it's really dumb, but it's so much fun, is Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. In fact, I'm a huge Tales from the Crypt fan. And I've talked about that Tales from the Crypt on here before. But what I really like to discuss is the sequel to that, but not really a sequel. And we got Bordello of Blood. Now, what I couldn't figure out is why Bordello of Blood sucks so bad. Stars Dennis Miller, Erica Leniak, Chris Sarandon, Angie Everhart. And it's the same writers, same production people. They use the same, except for the director and the actors. How does a movie suck that bad 1 year later? Well, this is what gets interesting for me, and I'm going to do something a little different with this one. I find the stories behind making movies fascinating, especially when they're crazy. They had a whole other movie planned, it was greenlit, and it was ready to go. And they were location scouting. When they got the call saying, stop spending money, we're not doing that. Why did they do that? Robert Zemeckis was being courted by DreamWorks in the 90s to maybe go over there, and Universal did not want to lose their golden boy, Robert Zemeckis, the guy that gave you Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Back to the Future. What could we do? Well, his writing partner, Bob Gale, said, oh, I know what you can do. You can buy our student screenplay from the 70s. Yeah, it's a little exploitation film called Bordello of Blood about vampires in the whorehouse. They ended up giving them $500,000 for this. Well, Universal was pissed that they were spending $500,000 for a screenplay. Well, they didn't want to waste the money. What should we do? Oh, we'll just make it a new Tales from the Crypt. So 2 weeks out from shooting, they make them do the movie. Well, the thing is they had to rewrite it. And it just went downhill from there. How does Dennis Miller end up in the starring role of this? Well, producer Joel Silver thought, oh, I want Dennis Miller. No one else wanted Dennis Miller. And then there's Angie Everhart. But she's terrible in this. She's just awful. Apparently she wasn't that hard to work with. The only reason she got the role was because she was in headlines at the time for having a relationship with Sylvester Stallone. Erica Leniak probably gets away with one of the better performances in this movie. If you don't know who Erica Leniak is, think Under Siege and think of Coming Out of a Cake. Somehow or another, Chris Sarandon is as another one of the bad guys, and Chris Sarandon is a fantastic actor. He's not great in this. Nothing about this movie works. There's a ton of nudity. Has Corey Feldman given another one of those over-top crazy performances. If you haven't seen Bordello of Blood and you have Shudder, it's on there with Demon Knight. Should you go back and watch it? Absolutely not. But if you get time, you should totally check out a podcast called You Should Never Make a Movie That Way. And one of the whole episodes is dedicated to Bordello of Blood and how everything went wrong. They went to shoot it in Toronto in the summer. Well, what's the problem with shooting a night movie in the summer? Summer days are longer. They couldn't get all their shots in. They would only have 5 or 6 hours of actual night. They didn't have time to shoot the night shots. $1 million of what went into special effects ended up for no apparent reason going to Dennis Miller. Why they paid him $1 million is beyond me. It does have some funny scenes in it, but it's just so uneven. It makes no sense. I encourage you, if you've never seen it, to watch it, especially if you're a Tales from the Crypt fan. There were supposed to be 3 of these movies, not connected, just different ones. They did do a voodoo film where they basically was another movie that they called a Tales from the Crypt film that just went straight to tape years later. You probably never heard of it. It has Tim Curry in it, where they just shot the Crypt Keeper opening and ending of the segments, and that's it. Bordello of Blood. It's not very good. It has a lot of topless people in it. That's not bad, I guess, for me.
By the way, we missed on Fear of the Talking Heads. The new episode is Jason Patrick, The Films You Missed, with co-host Chad Jennings. Barbara Jane from one of my co-hosts has a little podcast that comes out every Friday. So when you're done here, hop over and watch that on YouTube. Search at Fear the Talking Heads. Jason Patrick episode. Okay, here's some questions that we had. Robert has a 2 autograph maximum. 2 autographs. And that's, yes. Yeah, it's 2 autographs, period. You can bring in 5 items. He's going to sign his name twice, and you're going to pay for each of them. Adam, explain to him real quick how to do line skips.
So when you have a line skip and you want to use it at our con, what you need to do is walk up to any of our security guards that are stationed on Stars Row. They're wearing bright red shirts. You can't miss them. Or any staff member that we have back there. Tell them that you have a line skip, and they will put you in the appropriate spot in said line so that you can use your line skip, and you will get it punched.
Okay,
also, I'm sorry, Scarlett. I should have sent in the roller derby announcement for Wes to announce tonight.
Yeah.
We are
Everybody, roller derby. Is that on Facebook on the group?
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to grab the graphic and
tomorrow night,
repost
roller derby. If you're not doing anything in Lexington, it's a lot of fun. I'll be in the hayfield, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's going to catch an elbow to the nose.
Robert asked, "How are they going to call Robert Englund's line?" Did you already answer this?
I did not answer that.
As of right now, because we're on all 3 levels of the convention center, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to call for those. We will use the intercoms, but that's not the only way we're going to do it. And you'll know when you get your ticket. It'll probably be on the ticket. Like there will be some information on it. But what we will likely do is we will likely pin a post to the top of our Facebook group in conjunction with doing announcements, in conjunction with having a whiteboard out in front of where his line starts. But we'll make sure that you know when you get your ticket.
One way we can kind of update that, there'll be near his table, there's going to be a staff table. And you'll be able to walk right up, see that, and it won't take you too far out of your way.
Yeah.
Alejandro Morales, yes, you can bring a folding chair to wait in Robert's line, but you don't need to.
Only for outside.
Yeah, for inside, there are chairs.
Yeah. Yeah. So the people that were asking about folding chairs, I also want to make it really clear. You cannot set folding chairs up in the hallways in the convention center because fire marshal things. And if there is an emergency and people need to get out, we cannot be tripping over chairs. The places where we have furniture placed, chairs, pipe and drape, all of those things have been sanctioned by the fire marshal. We have walkthroughs for those. So yeah, if you're bringing in something, and like a wheelchair is different because it's movable, but a chair, I don't make the rules, but I'm just telling you, we cannot set up folding chairs.
And make sure everybody knows in the chat room. Tell all your friends. That's why we can't do it like we did. What was it, 3 years ago? We let everybody into the free function area.
Yes.
And the fire marshal basically went into labor over it. So yeah, that's why we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Which is also why next week we're going to talk about our fancy new line building skills.
Yes, we're going to go. That's one thing. If you have questions about how to get into the building, what you're going to be able to do once you get there, the 4 hours, we're going to have all those questions next week. So you can,
as well as when you can get in early on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah, we will give you all that information. We'll verify the times that you can pre-register, pick up your tickets before you get there. We're going to give you 5 more minutes, people, if these questions are slowing down. Is England doing photo ops? No, not. It's not an autograph.
Photo combo.
No, he does not do combos. You can get, photo combos. No, he does not do selfies at his table. Absolutely does not. And if you get a photo op, he does not sign it automatically. So that covers all the questions.
Robert, in the chat, do not apologize for answering or for asking questions. Please keep asking them.
And yeah, because there's other people that want to know. Trust me.
Yeah, just don't want to ask.
The reason we know that is y'all keep asking the same questions, different people.
Yeah.
So we notice, and it's not a problem.
Oh my gosh, Shanna Hale is asking. You're asking about G. Tom Mack. That's who you're asking about. She said, who was the guy that did the soundtrack?
He's not.
Yeah, G. Tom Mack. He's not going to be there this year. Let's see.
They're like $12 a pack now, Katie. Smoke cigars.
They're cheaper.
They're cheaper.
Awesome. Let's see.
The questions have pretty much stopped here.
I'm not seeing anything.
As far as the approximate number of weekend slots, I don't want to get into number specifics. I can't talk about his specific sign numbers. That's not something I'm allowed to talk about. People that have been at other shows are welcome to estimate, but I don't want to talk about the numbers of slots for Goldens, VIPs, and Generals because it's going to be discouraging. It's low. It's less than 100.
But at the same time, last time he was here, Sunday pretty much opened up the general admission.
Yes. Well, and he's asking for Weekend Plus, and I know that it is not an ideal system, Caleb, for Weekend Plus people. Weekend Plus did not exist the last time when we came up with this, and it really threw a wrench in our plans, because we want some general admission folks to be able to have a chance to meet him. But I would say that if as we get a little bit closer and we're going over the numbers and everything, the other reason why I don't announce that kind of stuff is so I can alter it. And, if we can slide a few more to one way or the other for Weekend Pluses, we'll do that. But I think we've got a really solid basis here. And I guess I'm assuming, because you've asked several questions about getting his autograph, that you have a piece that you can't mail in. But Weekend Plus, you can still get there early and line up on Friday as a Weekend Plus. That's still going to matter. So you can line up and you can go straight to the table. That's fine. You can do that. So
and yes, to reiterate, you can only get an autograph at Robert's table. Now, he'll sign your item. He'll have some stuff to sign. But yes, no photos with him at his table.
Amber, that's not very funny. Amber said, well, they do funny pictures if we ask, like killing me. So yes, a lot of them will do poses for photo ops. Just when you walk in, be like, hey, would you mind to do this pose? And you can't take a ton of time to stage something, but a lot of times they're really susceptible to that.
Alejandro asked, if they prepay for a photo op, is it guaranteed? I believe so.
Yeah. If you're there, the only way it's not is if you don't show up when it's time. And even then, they're pretty good about it. But yeah, other than that.
Awesome, Caleb. Yeah. I think, and again, I'll send out an email to the Goldens, the Platinums, the Weekend Plus that's going to have the information in it. And we'll post it. It'll be posted online as well.
No, Robert, they won't trespass you. Try not to look homeless, though. They're really getting tough on that. They want all the homeless people in the park behind the convention center.
That's right. Let's see. Any tips or info for Angry Grandma? Yes, she's doing a photo op. So I would suggest people pick up her photo op. It's going to be a lot of fun. She's going to do a surprise in costume photo op each day. But as far as information for them, I would tell them to check the floor plan. Once we get all the celebrities placed so they know where she is, they'll be able to go in and go to her booth and meet her. And she'll be somewhere where you'll be able to find her pretty easily.
Someone wants to know how Doug Bradley's line. How was Doug Bradley's line last time?
It was his line. Doug's amazing, and he's got to be one of my favorite guests. His line was long, but it was manageable. He took time, but also kept it steady. He didn't take forever. But he's a really, really great meet. And the cool thing, some of you are new here. Some of you have heard us say this a ton of times. One of the cool things about having one of the only cool things about having 118 guests at the show is that the line lengths stay relatively short. They stay steady, but they stay short. You might go to a show and somebody's got a 3-hour wait time, and you come to Scarefest and they've got a 20-minute wait time, but they have a 20-minute wait all weekend long. So the lines move quite a bit quicker, and it works because we have such a vast difference of guests that, not everybody's there to see the same 2 people. There's a lot of people there to see a couple of people, but it's not everybody rushing to meet the same few guests. So it runs pretty smoothly. Katie says, I hope she cusses me. Let's see.
So this is a good question, and you probably know the answer. Someone wants to know if while Mr. Englund is signing, does he let you take a picture of him signing the item?
I'm going to double check that, but I'm fairly certain that is okay. Now, I'm going to make a general announcement to everybody in here about every guest. Do not take photos of anyone, celebrity or otherwise, without their permission. It's rude. So what you can do, what is good etiquette, is when you are approaching the table and you start to talk to the handler, the person that Robert is a good example. When you walk up and you talk to Miss Connie, that's who does Robert's table at his shows, Connie, and you'll walk up there and you'll say, would it be okay if I take a photo of him signing this item? And she will say yes, or she will say no. And then you will do yes or no, whichever they say. And that works with most of the guests. Some of the guests, they don't have somebody that works with them, and you can ask them specifically when they have your item, you can say, hey, do you mind if I take a photo of you signing this? And then they'll say yes or no, and you respect whatever they tell you. I know that you all are great, but some people aren't.
Okay, Tommy. Okay, your question, I kind of covered at the very beginning. Did you say general admission might not get Robert's autograph? General admission and everybody else may not get any particular person's autograph. The math is not there. But Robert, being the highest demand autograph and signs probably one of the lower numbers of all the celebrities, yeah, we're going to have 30 to 40,000 people. Just showing up doesn't guarantee it. You got to get there bright and early, and he's going to do a limited number of autographs in the course of the weekend.
Yes, it is very, very difficult to get Robert's autograph at every event that he does, everywhere. It's very limited. He does not sign a lot, so you have to show up really early in the morning. It is like that at every event he goes to. You are also welcome to mail in an autograph to his website.
It's a first come, first served.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely recommend using his mail-in service, and we don't get a piece of that. Or we don't get a piece of, his autograph.
Yeah, anyway. Exactly. Like what they do at their tables, that doesn't have anything to do with us. They set their own prices. They take all the money. They keep all of the money. That doesn't have anything to do with us.
Make no mistake about that. We do not get a cut.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of good questions tonight. Oh yeah, no problem at all.
Yep, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, any questions that you have, and guys, also, like, we love to joke around and we love to have a good time, and sometimes we'll bully and we'll fuss if we have heard the same question 600 or 700 times. Obviously, it helps us to keep things lighthearted and to joke about it, but we do encourage you, anybody and everybody, if you have questions, please ask us. Post them in the group chat. Post them in the side chats. I don't know what's happening with all of that, but there are chat rooms and everything. If you have a question,
yes, I had to turn off the notifications on those.
Yeah, same. If you're watching this after the fact and we're not live right now and we can't answer your questions, please post those in the group.
Or God forbid, come back next Friday night.
Yeah, exactly. Every Friday night, Wes might answer one of your questions, maybe, if he's in a good mood. But there's a lot. And I don't know if we answered this. The other thing I want to talk about with Nightcap, and since Bill Perry is in the chat, we'll talk about this. I'm not certain. I'm pretty sure that Bill's going to have to leave on Sunday. But we are, like Sunday night, we are inviting all of our Nightmare on Elm Street cast to come to the event. We'll have a couple of reserved tables at the front of the room for any of the Nightmare on Elm Street cast that want to attend. Drinks are on us. So, if you can work it out. For the celebrities, yes. If they can work it out with their schedules and they can attend, that would be fantastic. All of the Nightmare on Elm Street cast will be invited. And we definitely want to do something special for Robert since he's getting a star. So it'll be a really fun event. There's a lot of craziness going on right now with, booking like the flights and the hotels and getting everybody squared away logistically. But I've been taking a couple of breaks to plan some things for the Nightcap on Elm Street. So yeah, must have been when it was lagging.
And just to reiterate, I'm seeing this in the chat a lot too. Next week, we are going to be talking about line builds, where the GA, the VIPs, the weekend pluses, what doors you go in, when you go into them. All of that stuff will be covered next week. So you're going to want to tune in. It's going to be the same three faces. And Yeah, it's going to be a lot of information, but it's going to be good information.
I actually scheduled a colonoscopy for next Friday at 9:00, so I won't.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
You
guys.
have a weird dentist.
Shout out to Amber Wilson.
Wrong?
She says she has not missed a Friday night since she started watching.
There we
Yay!
go.
I don't like the host.
I am such a likable character.
I don't watch on Fridays unless I'm on here.
And by the way, now I apologize for Instagram, but Instagram sucks. I can't even do it through the normal server. They make me log in separately, so yeah. I'm sure Instagram sucks. So, sorry.
Yeah.
I like Instagram.
I like it for, but it's just for doing this, no. It sucks. No.
Yeah. Oh, for broadcasting?
Yeah.
Sure.
It was something, let's face it, they did it on Instagram because everyone else was doing it.
Oh, also, can we talk about real quick how Matt posted a video that made half of us cry the other day?
I mentioned that earlier.
Well, I know I heard you, but that's when I was doing all the posts and everything, and I couldn't stop to think about it and express.
Got me crying at work.
Yeah, and so we were having a team lead meeting last night, and a couple of us started talking about it, and there were a couple people that hadn't seen the video yet. So I literally stopped the meeting and did a screen share so we could all watch it. And then they were like, "Why would you do that to us?" So
it was very cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Very cool.
I watched it, like, it was sitting in the pending queue in the group. And I watched, like, I played it before I approved it. And I sat there and watched it twice. It was approved. Like, by the time I clicked approve, it had already been posted for like 5 minutes, because I'm sitting there watching it and I'm crying. And I called Brandon because he was like, "I have a staff meeting at 1:00. And I'm like, "It's 12:50. I better give him a heads up." So I called him and I'm crying and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Matt posted this video and it's so sweet. You have to go watch it." So anyway, thank you, Matt. That was so lovely. And I know a lot of people appreciated it very much. And if anybody, wants to work on planning for next year's event, that's cool. But I'm moving to Paris. So you're on your own.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, no,
Amber,
you are
Amber
not.
wants a picture with us this year, though. So
yeah, Amber said that she loves our banner and wants to get a picture with us.
Well, we can do photos. But
I will be out building lines, and then if you want me inside the building, just wait at the top of the escalator. Eventually, I'll pass you. Adam,
Yeah.
where are you most often located?
Good luck.
Backloading, not smoking. Okay, that's what he meant to say.
No.
And Adrian is usually by Saturday afternoon cowering in the ticket office in a little fetal position ball.
I don't even make it up to the ticket office. There's a closet halfway between the front of the room and the back of the room, and I go into that closet because there's the only keys that get into that closet are the all access cards, and there's only like 3 of them, so nobody finds me there. I just go in there.
Nicole asked France or Kentucky.
Do all 3 of us have a Scarefest in the collector cards this year? Somebody asked me.
I don't. I've never had a card.
Yeah, I think he's re-releasing mine.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think so.
So
sure.
I think you should. Hey, Adrian, I think you should poke him and let's get Adam a card.
Well, if you let Brandon have any say in it, it'll say.
Yeah, yours will be with my business card.
Do not do it. I know what you're getting ready to say, and do not do it.
Okay. Chad.
Okay, Marion on YouTube. Once again, the Nightcap event is all age. Now, it's whether you want to pay whatever the exorbitant price. I'm sorry, the price is. And somebody did ask, are they allowed to film and take pictures in the Nightcap event? Is that official?
Mary and Dylan are in here. No, hi, Mary and Dylan. Okay, so I put in the event description, no flash photography and no filming. I said no unauthorized filming. If if they say it's okay to film, I don't really care. But I'm going to tell you what, guys, this is what I'm working on. And don't hold me to this because I don't actually handle the tech stuff. But what I would really like to do is it's going to be being filmed, the event is. And what I would really love to do is once that is filmed and we can like put it up, maybe put it in like a OneDrive link and send it out to all the people that attended the event so that they can have it. And then after that, we can post it a little bit of it if we want to use it for promo. But I think it would be really cool if we can do that. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But I don't know how any of it works. So we'll see what happens. Might just be one of those you have to be there to see what happens.
All right. We're 12 past, everybody. We got plenty of FAQ episodes coming up every week. And matter of fact, when I do the film festival episode, I'll even try to answer some questions that weekend. So we will, by the time Scarefest rolls around, if you've got a Friday night free, we got time for you. We will see you next week.